Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps, the intellectual Kshatriyas channel, education channel. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy. We are continuing our fascinating series on Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh, Deccan, Dakshin Bharat of India, the Rayalaseema, Andhra Pradesh, Deccan, India. This is the part 6. Previously, we have identified 23 physiographic regions, essentially geographic regions. I have listed these 23 here. Here, we will be talking more about Nallamala ranges. Whenever you see, in the next series, I will keep this left hand panel almost the same for the next 23 series. There are a couple of things here you need to remember. This is the Rayalaseema series. This right hand part is the number. This is within that series. This is the physiographic 23 regions ultimately we cover. So that is the difference. So this is, and whenever we change this a sort of green highlighter, I will be moving. Next time when I talk Velikonda, I will move to Velikonda and so on. That is the standard. Only thing that will be mostly changing will be in the bottommost panel of the thumbnail, that will be talking more about a particular physiographic region. And you should also keep in mind, you have to listen the previous the part 5, that is the general physiographic regions, to broadly understand this. And this is, as you are aware, Mitrom and Bandhuvam, our fascinating Rayalaseema region. That is the land of Vijayanagara emperors and Rajarshi Krishna Devaraya. And we are in here among the 23 geographic regions we are covering as a part 6, that is the number 1, Nallamala ranges, Nallamala hills. And if you are new to our presentation, and you can, sorry, I should have opened it already. You can see our education channel, that is South Asia Maps J. Reddy. I have more than 400 immaculately made presentations. These cover diverse topics, Indology to human ecology. When I say human ecology, this is not abnormal, the word you might have heard. This is essentially everything that deals with the human, Homo sapiens and Homo colossus. Politics, history, culture, I have put lot of work on that, and you can look at them, history, culture, geography, and it will be a very fascinating, intellectually stimulating for those who are interested to learn more. So back to our Rayalaseema region, physiographic regions, Nallamala ranges. Is essentially the same thing. I am here putting more about the Nallamala range information. Before that, Mitrom and Bandhuvam, this is the historic region we are talking about. See, this is the South India, Deccan, and this is Sri Lanka here, 65,000 square kilometers. This is Telangana, this is Seemandhra, or Rayalaseema and Andhra. So this is the Kurnool, Anantapur, Kadapa, Chittoor, and Ballari used to be historically part of Rayalaseema. In the overflowing regions, landmark Madras city, Chennapatnam, and so on. Historically, if you look at it, during the just before the partition, independence, Radcliffe Line Award, this is the Wadayar's Mysore territory. This is the Asafia Nizamiya ruled by Mir Usman Ali Khan, Hyderabad princely state. This is the Kurnool district that hosts the Banganpalli princely state. As a landmark, this is the Ballari district hosts Sandur princely state. Of course, this is the Pulicat Lake and Chennapatnam town. So this should give you the broader understanding of that. So here, for clarity, I have put only one. This is the Nallamala range. The number 2 is the Velikonda range. Number 3 is the Lankamala range. This is the Penna river, and this is the Krishna river. This is the Tungabhadra river. So, what are the boundaries of the Nallamalas? Nallamalas are broad ranges. They are part of Eastern Ghats. They are given different names in different regions. That there is a knot called Nilgiri knot. That is the knot between the Sahyadri mountains, Western Ghats, and Turpu Kanamalu, Eastern Ghats. Nilgiri itself is geologically not part of any of them. But after the Nilgiri, we will get the Kalrayans, Chitteris, and Shaurayans, then Yelagiris and Javadis near Vellore, and we enter into Andhra Pradesh, that is the Chittur Hills and Velikondas and Palakondas, Lankamalas. We are now looking at Nallamalas. These are the broad Eastern Ghats. They are not contiguous like Western Ghats, that is the Sahyadri mountains. So, you can see here very easily, this is the Nallamalas. The east, this is the small valley called Sagileru Valley or Pormavilla Valley or Badvel Valley. And we'll see the bigger picture in the few next thumbnails. So west side, this is the Kundu river or Nandyala region. That is the Kundu Valley, Nandyal Valley. The geographical boundaries is the Kundu Valley here, Sagileru Valley here. North is the Krishna River, Srisailam Plateau. South is pretty close to Pinakini River, Penna River, but not exactly. We can say the road line passing from Jammalamadugu, Produturu, Maidukuru to Badvel. That is the southern demarcation of this, that we will look at in other presentation in the next thumbnail. So these are around about 450 kilometers long, and average height is 500 meters. The highest peak, Bhairani Konda, will be more than 1 kilometer, so 1100 meters. What is the average size? Height about the sea level. Nandyala will be somewhere below 200. Other side, Giddalur will also be 200. And Ongolu, those will be around about 50 meters. We are talking about very high elevated region, 500 meters in average. The peaks is the Bhairani Konda, northern part is more than 1.1 kilometer. Northern region is the Krishna River is the north. The southern part is close to Pinakini River. In the eastern part of Nallamala, we will get the Gundlakamma River. Adivasi people live here. They are called Chenchus. They used to do mostly subsistence farming, that is Podu cultivation. Now that is changing now due to modern industrial civilization. The important part is this is cut by the railway line. That railway line was built around about 1888, close to 1890. By the Maratha Railway, Southern Maratha Railway, SMR, that was later joined with or merged with the Madras Railway line. So we can say some part is built by Madras Railway line, other part built by Southern Maratha Railway line. That is Madras Southern Maratha Railway line. That is from the coast to coast. East side is the Guntur, west side is Gomantak, Goa. At that time, it was the Catholic imperialism headquarters of the Portuguese Empire. The important thing is, we will show you the viaduct. Viaduct is like a bridge that is not above the water, above the dry lanes, like an arc, series of arcs that carries the rail traffic, road traffic. That is the abandoned Dorabavi viaduct. So, This is the railway line, the west to east. We will see this is the coast to coast railway line was built and ready around about 1890. This is the Ganga Sagar. This is the Sindh Sagar. This is Guntur, then Bezwada, then Bandar. That's the port city on Ganga Sagar, Bay of Bengal, also called Machilipatnam, used to be a district headquarters of Krishna. Essentially from, even though it is called initially Guntur to Goa, this is essentially Bandar to Goa, Goa to Gomantak. It was a meter gauge railway line that was built by during the British India time. We can see some of this so that you will get a better idea. Here I have put both maps together so that you will get a clarity. This is the Nallamala ranges, and you can see and map adjoining to this. This is the Nandyal and this is the Giddalur. This is the Nandyal, this is the Giddalur. This is the Jamalamadugu Produtur, this is the Maidukur, cuts separates the northern Nallamala, southern Lankamala hills, goes to Badvel. Afterwards, the road line goes to Duttaluru, that is close to Udayagiri Fort, then Vinjamur and even to Kavali. We are not concerned here. This is the Nandyala, this is the Giddaluru. Whenever you see this is the Kambam Lake, this is the Velugodu Reservoir, this is the Srisailam Reservoir, this is on the Penna, Somasila Reservoir, because the Penna river here, this is the Nellur. So the Somasila, you can see the Nellur Velugodu Reservoir. The Gundlakamma river rises east of Nallamala ranges. We can see that more fascinating stuff. This you can see the broad other perspective. I am showing the different perspectives so that this knowledge will be very easily comprehended for the audience, not just to showing or repetitive type. So you can see the Nallamala ranges, Nandyal valley here, Sagileru valley. You can see this is the Velikonda ranges. These are all eastern Ghats. They have different names in different places. Gundlakamma river rises on the east side of Nallamala, joins Ganga Sagar almost 10 or 15 kilometers north of Ongole, a major center in the Nellur Payangat region. That means the lowland, Nandyal valley, Sagileru. And other, if you want the taluks here, where are this region located? We are looking at the Rayalaseema here. This is the southernmost panhandle, Kuppam, Chittur district. Pulicat Lake you can keep as a landmarks. So essentially this spot we are looking. When you say Nallamala hills, you have to remember Nandyal, Bestavarpeta, and of course north is the Markapur, Kambam, Yerragundapalam, Atmakur, Yerragundapalam, Markapuram, Bestavarpeta, Nandyal, Giddalur and Alagadda, and Maidukur will be here, and Badvel. This is the entire region. Some of the taluks overlapping are in the Kurnool district, in the Ongole Prakashan district and the Kadapa district and certain parts of Nellur district. This is the region we are talking about. And this is how you look at three-dimensional view. So you see fascinating. This is the falling rains source, and you have to remember the landmarks. This is the Krishna river, that means this is the Almaty Dam, this is the Narayanpur Dam, and this is the Tungabhadra river joins, this is the Srisailam Dam. You can see this is the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam reservoir, this is the Srisailam Plateau, this is the Kambam historical. This is the tank built during the Vijayanagara emperor's time. This is the Penna river, the Pulicat. This is the Somasila and Pinakini. This is the region we are looking, around about 450 kilometers. That is Nallamala ranges. These are all eastern Ghats. You can see here the Nilgiri knot is somewhere here. This is the Mysore Plateau, Karnataka Plateau. These are the Javadis and Yelagiris. These are the Shavarayans and Chittaris, the Chittur hills here. We will see the same thing, little more expanded. I have put the same thing, more expanded. You can see Nallamala ranges, because this is the railway line, right? This is the Kadapa. Whenever you see, this is the Guntakamma. This is the Sandur hills near Hospet. That means this is the Bellary. Our landmark is Guntakal. So this is the Pinakini river. So this is the Jamalamadugu, Produtur, Maidukur. This is the Badwell. This is the Udayagiri fort. This is the Velikondas. This is the Sagileru base in the east. Nallamalas. Nallamalas are from the Srisailam plateau or Krishna river here to the road line passing between Produtur and Badwell. You can see the Panyam here, Nandyal here. This is Giddalur in the valley, Sagileru valley. Velugodu reservoir. This is the Kambam Cheru or Kambam tank. And you see the viaduct. Viaduct is like this old viaduct, Dorabavi viaduct. That means now the new viaduct is built. Viaduct is built over the arches, and there will be no water body behind. That is used for transporting the railway transport and road transport and so on. We have seen that. We can see the fascinating railway line built by the Southern Maratha Railways, SMR, and also Madras Railway Line, MSMR, that is Madras Southern Maratha Railway Line, later made. We can see here, we can see here Machilipatnam, that is Bandar. So the railway line was originally built from Guntur, that is almost close to the bank of river Krishna. It like a big twin cities, Vijayanagara and Guntur. From here ultimately ends up in the Portuguese territory, Portuguese headquarters of Catholic imperialism that Portuguese had from 1500 to 1961 after Vasco da Gama landed there. So this is the very fascinating railway line. It was meter gauge. You can see the Guntur here and the Narsaraopet. Here it went to, this is the Kambam Cheru. Markapur will be there. Velikonda will be somewhere here. This is the Kambam Cheru. Of course, this is the Giddalur. This is the Dorabavi Viaduct will be somewhere here. I am not showing. Then enter into, this is the Nandyal. Now they have built one more, the line between Yerraguntla and Nandyal. That's what it is here. The railway line continues in from Nandyal. At Bedamjela it ascends the Yerramala mountains, Yerramala range. This is Nallamala, this is Yerramala. And of course eventually it goes from Dronachalam to Guntakal. This is the Guntakal junction, you can see here. From Guntakal you can see it goes to Ballari. The Rayalaseema is the biggest town at that time. And then this is the Sandur Hills Princely State and Banganpalli Princely State. Here goes from Ballari, and from Ballari the railway line also had a connection to Rayaduru, Bellary Junction. Then the Hospeta, and from Hospeta it goes to Gadag Betagiri Junction. And British later built a railway line from Gadag to Sholapur. Sholapur is further north somewhere here. It continues in Hubbali. Hubbali Junction, southern part go to Haveri and Bangalore eventually. And from that it goes to a place called Alnarwar. That is also a small railway junction. That means the southern part goes to Dandeli. Then we have Ramanagara, actually called Londa. There is a suburb there. Somewhere you can see it's a Londa Junction. Londa Junction, it goes to Belagavi in the north and so on. From there, there is a place called Castle Rock here. I am not showing here. From Castle Rock is to be a place where the immigration check is done between the Portuguese Imperia here, a British imperialism here, then go to Sanvardham, goes to Margova and Vasco eventually. That is the Gomantak region from the west to Guntur and the Krishna river extended to Bandar Machilipatnam, coast to coast. Ganga Sagar to Sindh Sagar meter gauge railway line built by the British. That is what I wanted to talk about Mithram and Bandhvam today. This is about the Nallamala ranges. Hope this will help you to understand the fascinating region of Rayalaseema. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy, and I appreciate you take some time and subscribe the channel and post your comments or any suggestions. See you later in the next presentations that will be about the Velikonda ranges on the east side of Nallamalas.